Hey friends, Joy here with subrosatea.com. Happy National Pina Colada Day. Friends, I didn't make that up. It's a real thing. I didn't make it up, but I am very happy to celebrate it. So, pina coladas, as most of you know, normally are made with coconut and pineapple, but I've got a few recipes up my sleeve that I want to share with you. So a little bit of history. Pina colada is a Spanish word, term, name that literally means strained pineapple. So folklore has it that a Puerto Rican pirate named Roberto Confresi first boosted his crew's morale by giving them a beverage or a cocktail made with pineapple, coconut, and rum. So I am not just dressed like a character from Pirates of the Penzance. Typically, when we think pina colada, we think about pirates, and when there are pirates, there's rum. It's true, but not always. Definitely not always, and it doesn't have to be that way for you either. So I've got my whole pineapple here. If I was going to make a pina colada from scratch, I personally, my preference would be to actually buy a pineapple. Now friends, I live in Ohio. We cannot always get these beautiful tropical fruits in Ohio, but have you ever tried to manage one by yourself, or do you just buy the canned pineapple? I'm kind of curious to know. Don't be scared of this guy, but there are a few tips if you're going to attempt a pina colada made out of fresh pineapple. Slice the top off and then cut it lengthwise. I know these guys on the outside look kind of spiky and hard, but they're definitely very manageable. You would slice this in half and then remove the core. So what I do is I actually slice it in quarters and then cut on the diagonal to remove the core. You obviously do not eat the outside of the pineapple. We're looking for just the inside. If you don't want to take the time to actually slice up a fresh pineapple, I got you, no problem. The second best method would be to buy a canned pineapple. Canned wedges is my preference. They are really, really easy to freeze. And the reason why we would freeze them is that they make a really great drink, and it's going to be a cold frozen drink anyway, so you don't need as much ice. So you would definitely do some frozen pineapple. Typically, a pina colada is made with either coconut milk or coconut cream. Now, in our grocery store, again, I don't want you to get frustrated if you can't find it where you think it is. Coconut milk might not be found in the dairy section where you find traditional milk products. In my grocery store, I can get canned milk in the canned food aisle. You might have to ask. Again, this might be regional, I'm not really sure, but where I live, canned milk is or coconut milk or cream of coconut are canned products. So that's where I find them. Also, just wanted to give a quick tip. So even though we're talking about pineapple and coconut and crushed ice, you can stop there and call it a pina colada. Technically, the term is virgin pina colada because it doesn't have any alcohol. I will give you another substitute. If coconut is not your thing, which I totally understand, like if coconut milk or cream of coconut isn't something you want to tackle, don't go buy a whole coconut. Don't buy bagged shredded coconut. You can just use heavy cream. Heavy whipping cream is going to give you a consistency that's nice and thick. It'll give you that mouthfeel of a pina colada. I also have to say, as the owner of a tea company, coconut seems to be extremely polarizing. Isn't that interesting? People either love it or it's not for them. They have a huge dislike for it. But upon further inquisition, I have found that a lot of people just don't like the feel of coconut. They don't like the way it feels in their mouth. I respect that. I get it. So guess what, friends? Second best thing, tea. Absolutely. We have a black tea that is called Pina Colada. We've had it for years and years and years. It does have a coconut and pineapple taste, but you're not actually going to get chunks of anything in your mouth because it's tea. It's steeped. It's a steeped tea product. You're not going to eat those tea leaves, and so you're not going to eat coconut or pineapple either. So if you fall into that category that you would never typically order yourself, let's say a slice of coconut cream pie because you know there's shredded coconut on top and you don't like the feel of coconut, you just might actually be a coconut lover. I happen to be one of those crazy adults that I'm still willing to try things I think I don't like. Sometimes I haven't liked things in the past and I give them a second try and I like them very much. So if you fall into that category, do give Pina Colada tea a try. So while this guy is garnished with a maraschino cherry and a lime, I have to say lime is definitely one of the things that I want you to try when you are making your own pina colada, whether you add rum or not. Try garnishing it with a lime. I did a lot of research for this video, can you tell? Not really, but I did. I watched a lot of other people's videos and I read what their recipes are. People were mixing all kinds of things into their pina colada, specifically banana, and that made me think, even though I personally wouldn't like banana in with the pineapple and coconut, I get it. They're tropical fruits, they're fun, they're fabulous, and it definitely adds to the sweetness. So, interesting enough, that Puerto Rican pirate who has the kind of claim to fame for the first guy to make a pina colada, his recipe for it was actually lost. It was lost at sea with him. So this is really just folklore. The gentleman who is credited with making today's pina colada was actually a bartender in Puerto Rico. So we still consider this a Puerto Rican beverage. And I have to give him some credit, but guess what, friends? It wasn't actually made popular until 1954. It seems like it's something that's been around forever and ever because of the folklore with the original pirate Roberto specifically said his tale was set in 1825. Who knows the truth? But I will tell you, if I say the term pina colada, it's really hard not to hum a tune thanks to Rupert Holmes. He made the Pina Colada song famous in 1979. Who was around for that? Do you want to own that on a video live? Were you around for 1979? I love the song. I think it's great. It just makes me laugh every single time thinking about somebody doing all the things in the song, but not really enjoying a drink. Anyway, I wanted to give you a couple of options. We have a very large viewer base at Sub Rosa Tea of people who love tea, of course, but who may also be low carb or keto and not interested in all the sweetness and sugar or alcohol found in a traditional pina colada. Guess what I have here, friends? This is our not pina colada, it's purple. This is our blue confetti tea. So I steeped it twice as strong, so it's extremely concentrated in this cup. This is our blue confetti tea, which happens to be caffeine free. Blue confetti does turn this absolutely beautiful shade of bluish purple when you steep it, and it tastes like funfetti birthday cake, which guess what? It is sweet on its own, no sugar necessary. It tastes like funfetti birthday cake. Now, for those of you who are new, we cold steep this, okay? We cold steeped the blue confetti because we're going to make our own version of a pina colada, and it's going to be an iced tea beverage. Of course, you could have it hot too, but again, National Pina Colada Day, let's make iced tea. So this is our blue confetti. We do sell these glass mugs. This is our insulated glass mug. If you are interested, we do sell them. And then I also cold steeped, you got it, our pina colada tea. So again, friends, pina colada tea at Sub Rosa Tea is a black tea, and it has coconut and pineapple. You can see here that the lid is actually going to act like a strainer to keep the leaves down here, and all I'm going to get is the beverage in my cup. So the lid does all the work, and again, I cold steeped the pina colada. I knew I was going to be sipping on pina colada tea all day, so I made this last night. So the tea leaves are still in here, if you can't tell. This is our flask iced tea jug, and it does make 8 cups. We don't need 8 cups for just this cup though. This cup makes about 15 to 16 ounces of tea. So I'm going to mix our Pina Colada tea in with the blue confetti. My friends, I am calling this an island colada. I came up with this myself. I'm pretty fancy today, aren't I? Let's talk about some other options though with pina coladas. So did you know that an amaretto colada is made with amaretto instead of rum, but of course, pineapple and coconut? A chichi is made with vodka instead of rum. A lava flow. Who's had one of those? Who are the bartenders in the house? I am not a certified bartender, but I do know how to use Wikipedia. A lava flow is a strawberry daiquiri mixed with a pina colada. We can totally do that with tea as well. Instead of starting with our blue confetti, you could start with one of our strawberry teas. We have a tea called strawberry moringa. It is also caffeine free, just like the blue confetti, and it would be heaven mixed with the pina colada tea. There is something called a kiwi colada where you add kiwi fruit or fruit and syrup in place of pineapple juice when you're making your pina colada. Have you ever heard of such a thing as a soda colada? It's made with soda instead of coconut milk. Isn't that interesting? But I think it kind of has a basis in the favorite drink Long Island iced tea that has soda traditionally in it with the other items. We've got a Kahlua colada. That's fun to say. So if you've got Kahlua instead of rum, give that a try in your pina colada. And of course, one of my favorite ideas is the Scotchman colada, which of course you will be substituting scotch for the rum with the pineapple and coconut. If you decide to make any of these recipes, I would love for you to let us know. Snap a pic. Tell me how you are celebrating this July 10th, National Pina Colada Day, and have yourself a cup of tea and take care of you. Bye-bye, friends. Thanks for watching.